Hello and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever needed a quick dinner side dish but you had nothing in the cupboard and you didn't know what you could make in a hurry? If you have a little bit of pasta, some rice, and some spices in the spice cabinet, I can show you how you can make a quick Rice A Roni side dish for your dinner. I've diced up about 9 baby carrots that I had, and if you don't have carrots, it will be fine without them. And now I am dicing up about a half of a white onion. And again, if you don't have onion, it will be fine without it. I also diced up 1 rib of celery into really fine pieces. I put the onion into a pan on the stove on medium heat, and to that I added 1/4 of a cup of butter. And I just want the onion to cook for a few minutes before I add the remaining ingredients. I have some very thin spaghetti noodles, angel hair or vermicelli, and I've taken a handful of those and I am breaking them up into the pan with the onions. I want to get a little bit of color on those before we add the liquid to the pan. Next, I'm adding 1.5 cups of white rice and then stirring everything together until it's well coated with the butter. If you wanted to add some cooked chicken to this or cooked ground beef, it would also make a good main dish and would be a super quick and easy dinner. At this point, you need to keep things moving a little so that the pasta doesn't burn. So I'm stirring it quite often. Next, I'm adding 3 cups of water to the pan. You can use chicken broth or beef broth or vegetable broth if you'd rather, but I don't have those things, so I'm using water with some bouillon. Also, better than bouillon soup base would also work great. Now I'm adding my carrots and celery and seasoning with some pepper and just a little salt. I don't want to go overboard on the salt because the bouillon is salty. I'm putting some garlic powder in. Just put as much or as little as you like, and also some onion powder. So because this has garlic and onion powder, if you didn't have onions, celery, or carrots, this dish would be just fine without those. I'm using a product that I really like called Not Chicken Bouillon, and it is a plant-based chicken-flavored bouillon. So I'm putting 1.5 of those into the water mixture. So this dish will be completely vegan when I am done. And that would be a good option if you have family members or friends that are vegan, because this doesn't taste vegan to me. But you could also use regular chicken-flavored bouillon cubes or beef bouillon or the soup base that comes in the jars. So the lid goes on the rice and I set the timer for 20 minutes and turn the heat down to low. We are having some prepared breaded frozen fish for dinner that I purchased at the grocery store, and so I'm going to make a quick tartar sauce to go with that. I put a little bit of pickle relish into a bowl. You can use sweet or dill, whatever you and your family likes. I used sweet pickle relish, and I put a couple of big spoonfuls of mayonnaise in that. I added a little bit of garlic powder, but I don't always do that. Sometimes I leave that out, and some dried dill weed. And then just mix that up, and you have an easy and fast tartar sauce to go with your fish dish. I'm checking the rice. It has 4 minutes left to go, and I wanted to make sure that it had enough water left in it, and it had pretty much all absorbed into the rice, but I don't add any more water to this. And I just put the lid back on and let it continue cooking for 4 more minutes. And this is after the 4 minutes, and so I am just fluffing it up and waiting for the fish to finish cooking. So now that the rice is cooked, I can start plating up our plates. I plate rice on both plates and a little bit of corn, and then the fish that I baked in the oven. And I know it doesn't look like much, but my husband loves this fish and loves this meal. I'm not that big of a fish lover, and so I appreciate the side dishes more on this, and that I can cover up the taste with tartar sauce. This meal took less than 30 minutes to prepare, and 20 minutes of that was hands off, just waiting for it to cook in the pan and in the oven. And it has elements of frozen, canned, and homemade foods in it. So it's a great fast, get dinner on the table kind of weeknight meal. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a comment in the comment section and put that thumbs up if you liked this video, and subscribe if you want to. It's free, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.